greatest freedom is for us to allow anyone who wants to hate without violence, without threats, without incitement, and that is true.
That is true.
You're bringing incitement and hate speech together, which is totally absurd and fascist.
Okay. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Watch this carefully, because this clip exposes everything the progressive left actually believes about free speech. A regular American stands up at AOC's town hall and calmly explains the First Amendment. Not violence. Not threats. Just speech. Even speech you hate is protected. And what happens? They panic. They literally cut his microphone and try to take it from his hands. That tells you everything. This man wasn't yelling. He wasn't threatening anyone. He was stating basic constitutional law. If there's no imminent threat of violence, it's protected speech. Period. And AOC couldn't handle it because her entire ideology depends on pretending words are violence when they don't like the message. Then comes the real giveaway. She claims showing the truth about Ilhan Omar is dangerous. Let that sink in. President Trump showed what Ilhan Omar actually said, and she is saying that's incitement. Unbelievable. That's not democracy. If you're tired of being silenced for telling the truth, hit like, subscribe, and wait for the breakdown at the end, because this clip proves it all. Now let's roll the tape.
I think at the bedrock of what you're discussing is freedom of speech,
Right.
and the freedom of expression.
Right.
And that is what I would call it.
Yes.
I think that we have a freedom to express ourselves. But we should also know that in the United States, there are also limitations on our freedom of speech.
No, only if it involves violence or threats, things that are illegal. But that's not free speech.
And so,
that's threat. Threats are not free speech.
So, and also, beyond violence
I don't think you should
threats,
say that. I don't think you should say that, because that's confusing the issue.
Well, sir, prison. I think I just want to introduce some nuance to the conversation. That's okay. So I just want to throw some nuance into the conversation, and I'm not trying to have an argument here. I want to have a discussion. Well, that's fine, sir. I am absolutely, sir, and I'm absolutely open to being proven wrong on many issues. So when it comes, I'll just let you know my perspective. We can disagree at the end of it, but I want to at least let you know my perspective. My perspective is that we absolutely have a protected freedom of speech. Someone can say, I hate so-and-so, and that is protected speech. Think about one of the landmark freedom of speech cases brought down by the Supreme Court. One of those cases and one of the verdicts said another form of speech that is not protected is yelling fire in a crowded movie theater, because that will force people to trample one another. And so that's not protected speech. So
You can yell fire in the theater if there's a fire.
if there's a fire, right.
Ridiculous argument.
Right, sir, but he's saying, if in the landmark speech, no, sir, it's fine. Oh, sir, no, it's
Very much.
no, it's totally fine. For me, I think,
Fascist.
and so I think for me, sir, my concern is we have freedom to say, I hate this, I hate that. Where I do get concerned is where that line is played with, so that we have plausible deniability to incite violence against people. I don't think that the president should have tweeted that video that he tweeted. Do I think he should have gone to jail for it? Absolutely not. But I don't think he should have done that. I think that by endangering Congresswoman Omar, he was playing with this line. And
Well, I disagree. She endangered herself, okay? That's not endangerment.
And
By
sir-
showing the truth. So showing the truth is endangerment, is inciting violence to show the truth. That is fascism.
well, sir, I don't think anyone's trying to ban that speech.
His right to show the truth of what happened is just as valid as her right
It is.
to say whatever she wants to say.
And sir, that's why that's why there's no charges being brought up
Being
against
criticized
him.
by you as though there should be charges.
No, I don't think there should be charges. I want to make sure
Because you
that I
say he's
clarify.
inciting violence against her.
I think he is.
That's absurd. You cannot incite violence.
Yeah, well, I think he
Inciting
is.
violence is illegal.
Right. And so So, okay, and sir, I think one of the larger questions that we have here is that if we're explicitly talking about, do we have the right to say, I hate so-and-so, I hate this, you even have the right, yes, to be bigoted in America, absolutely. You absolutely have the right to be bigoted in America.
Right.
My question is, why do you want to, not you, but why would one want to be bigoted in America?
It doesn't matter.
Is the
I don't want
larger
to be
question.
bigoted. I grew up as a conservative Christian. But I'm telling you that the greatest freedom is for us to allow anyone who wants to hate without violence, without threats, without incitement, and that is true.
That is true.
You're bringing incitement and hate speech together, which is totally absurd and fascist.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. A moment like that is fine and it's acceptable, because I do think that if we don't let it out, then it gets worse. So I think it's fine to air out disagreements and to have these conversations, even if it hurts our feelings.
Oh, now it's acceptable? Give me a break. You cut his mic, tried to yank it away, dodged his question like a coward, and slandered him as a bigot, and now you want to play nice? That's pure arrogance. She got absolutely steamrolled by a constituent, and this pathetic backpedaling is her desperate attempt to save face. This clip is the whole story. This is the progressive playbook in real time: silence, smear, control. The First Amendment means nothing to them unless it benefits them. And of course it's AOC. She and the rest of the squad, Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, all of them, are a total embarrassment to this country. They wake up every day trashing America and trying to dismantle the very freedoms this man is standing up for, the same freedoms that handed them a microphone to spew their nonsense in the first place. It's disgraceful. Absolute respect to that man for having the spine to say it straight to her face. He's not even exaggerating. What is fascism? It's when the state and big corporations team up to silence anyone who disagrees with you. And what did her team just do? Exactly that. They used their power to shut down a political opponent. He's calling it like it is. She's the one trying to crush free speech, and he's standing there calling her out.